music. Tower Records, a one-time powerhouse in music retail, is struggling financially, and other retailers have announced layoffs as they continue to lose customers to online music sites. But others claim the high cost of CDs is to blame. Stores like Walmart are winning customers by charging cut-rate prices. And the fact that overall record sales are down this year has added fuel to the issue. So, is downloadable music making record stores sing the blues? Joining me to make the tough call today, David Benjamin. He's vice chairman of ClickRadio.com and an entertainment attorney in his previous life. And in Los Angeles, Moses Avalon, a music industry expert and record producer, and author of the book Confessions of a Record Producer. So welcome, both of you. And let me ask David first. So who's to blame? Is it just a new technology that people prefer?
I think what we're looking at is a fight for position in the value chain that leads from the artist to the consumer. Historically, in the middle has been the record companies with their bricks and mortar operations, their banks, their marketing and promotion machines, their distribution apparatus, and the retailers who have a customer base and who merchandise product to them. With the advent of digital technology, people are fighting for position in there because capital has to be redeployed from that bricks and mortar to the infrastructure necessary for digital transmission.
So let's bring in Moses. You think that some of these brick and mortar stores like Tower Records are having problems because they aren't managed well?
Well, you know, according to the Recording Industry Association of America, which uses SoundScan to determine the percentage of sales increases, we've had a 27% growth since the Internet's proliferation in 1996, and the 4% of that was just the last year. So I'm not sure what everybody's complaining about. The Internet is just another way to promote and market music, and if there is, a decline in record sales at the brick and mortar level, I don't believe the Internet is to blame.
So we are seeing that people want to buy music one way or another, so that's not the problem, right? But what about Napster? You can get it for free by going online. Why do you want to go to a store and buy?
Well, you've always been able to get music for free, whether it was the 60s when people taped off the radio or walking into your local record store and walking out with a record. So theft of intellectual property has always been there. Napster made it easier. If we look at Canada, which has a lot more fat pipe, high bandwidth connections to the home, we see the impact on record sales is much greater, and it's probably a good place for us to look to see what could happen here if we're not careful.
So, Moses, your response?
Yeah, I agree with David. You know, Napster has become like the record company's whipping boy. It's become a scapegoat for everything that's wrong with the retail music sales, and this is not the case. Record companies have been giving away music ever since there have been record companies. They give it away on the radio, they give it away on MTV. Napster is just another way of promoting music. The problem is that up until recently, the artists weren't getting any royalties from the downloading of music off of Napster, but that's not going to change either. Now that AOL Time Warner merger, AOL is going to be giving away music, and we're going to have legalized versions of Napster. Even David's company is a kind of a legal way to download music. Even though I know David, I know you have some relationships with some of the major labels. The artists are still being cut out and not receiving their fair share of the proceeds.
Do you agree with that?
No, I would beg to differ. In fact, in each of our agreements, we pay a royalty on every spin to the record company, and you're an expert on artist contracts. You know that they would be entitled, depending on the contract, up to 50% of that income for that play. So certainly what we at Click Radio have done is to try to pay attention to the value chains that are necessary for the creative process to work so that we can keep getting the music that's the lifeblood of this industry.
Moses, final comment.
Well, David, my understanding, I could be completely wrong on this, but I thought your company only had agreements with 2 of the 5 major labels.
No, we have everybody. So
okay. Yeah. And the other thing is that there is a percentage of free goods that are given away in every artist recording contract, and most of these internet downloads are going to be categorized as free goods, especially the one that AOL gives away if you join AOL.
Well, so we don't know that. You're guessing.
Well, yes, we're just guessing, but
Okay.
I've been in the business a long time, and so have you. And if a record company can find a way to give a record away and not pay the artist, they will do it.
Final words. Moses Avalon, a record producer, and David Benjamin, Click Radio, an entertainment attorney, and talking about Napster and digital downloading of music and the future of the record store industry.